Welcome to the Italian Grand Prix for the second round of the Formula Omega season. On pole position, we have a new entrant, Anushka, who was not there for the Monaco Grand Prix. Second is Josh, third is Alex, and fourth is Elise. It's just starting to rain here, but the track's still dry, and away they go. All of them on the dry tyres that they qualified on. And Josh has made the better start. He pulls alongside Anushka. Anushka holds the inside, but Josh outbrakes her. And Anushka's been hit by Alex. Anushka's gone off the track. As Josh has gone off the track, and Anushka makes contact with, I think, Jocelyn coming back onto the track. Josh still just about holds the lead despite that mistake, but Alex is going to try and challenge on the outside. Very chaotic start here at Monza then. Josh trying to defend the position, closes the door on Alex, and Alex is forced to concede the position. So, it is Josh, followed by Alex, Anushka, Connor, and in the background, a car has gone off. I think it's Jocelyn. Another new entrant for this race. And she has dropped to the back of the order. Let's see a replay of Alex's start then. Very good getaway from Alex. But has to get out of it. Has blocked the leading too. Well, let's see what he does into the first corner. He's hit from behind. So let's see who made contact with Alex and started that whole chain reaction off. Very bad start from Omri, you can see in the background. The car directly behind is Jocelyn. So it's Jocelyn that makes contact with Alex. It causes Anushka to go off at the first corner. Anushka coming back onto the path, coincidentally, into the path of Jocelyn. It causes her to lose the place to Connor. Meanwhile, further down the order, Omri racing against the winner of the previous race, Gemma, our championship leader, as contact was made with Elise, it caused Jocelyn to spin off. Here's a replay of that. Jocelyn goes very aggressively on the defence there, closes the door, and I think Elise had nowhere to go. See if Jocelyn's got away with that without damage. She's certainly lost many positions. Here's the race leader, Josh, with a small lead over Alex, as Connor tries to get past Anushka. Third place. Anushka holds on to the position. Further down, we've got Elise and Gemma battling for fifth position. Gemma's got the slipstream. She's made a very good start, already up 4 places. Make that 5. Moving into 5th place. But if the race finished like this, Josh would still take the championship lead, as he finished second at Monaco, and is currently leading here. There's a very long way to go. Here's Michael trying to get past Kim, as Josh has lost the lead. See if he's made some kind of mistake. In the second corner, or just gets slightly on the gravel, and that compromises his exit. And through goes Alex, and through goes Anushka. Alex is now our new race leader. But Anushka's got the slipstream. She's on the inside. Alex defends the inside. And Anushka's forced to back out of that one. And off the track we've gone Michael. He was previously running in 10th position. He seems to have lost 5 or so places from that. And Alba makes the same mistake. And Alp going off the track as well. The track is very slippery here. And Connor is out of the race. Is that some kind of technical problem? Given where he's parked, that would be a very weird place to hit the wall. It looks like it. It's a transmission failure. That'll be the end of Connor's Italian Grand Prix. Meanwhile, the battle for the lead is ongoing. Alex against Anushka, against Josh. As the rain continues to come down, are they going to have to change off these dry tyres? We will see. Currently no spray on the track, so it seems like they should be able to keep going, but it's very difficult conditions for all of them. Josh on the inside, trying to get past Anushka. Anushka holds on to it, as Alex making a mistake on the exit of turn 2. And that might give Anushka the run for the lead. She starts to pull alongside. Alex's car seems to have a good lot of straight line speed, but Anushka's a lot further alongside this time, and she takes the position into the second chicane. Anushka retakes the lead. She had pole position, she lost it at the start, and now she is back into the lead of the race. Now the question is, can Alex defend second place? Anushka's already starting to pull out a lead. Josh has the slipstream, he's got the power, he pulls alongside, and he honestly very easily takes the position. Alex is just dropping back very quickly. Here's Anna trying to get through. Here's a replay of earlier in the lap, Gemma going off the track. The winner of the previous race, of course. And she's going to be forced to wait for everyone to go through before she can safely rejoin. That's very costly for her. And here's Omri racing Elise. They make contact, and they're both spun round. As Angel goes off the track too, it looks like Elise seems to have regained the track without too much position loss. Omri has dropped right to the back. Here's another replay of what happened. Omri having a great run into the third chicane, but makes contact with Elise. And Elise is left with no room. See it from her perspective. Yeah, that's what it looks like to me. Probably Omri's fault, but he's lost the majority of the time from that incident. Elise still running in the points. And here it looks like Alex might be on to lose another position as Anna comes through into the Parabolica. And Anna takes third place. So Alex now off the podium after he was leading just a lap earlier, as Anna's now got a run on Josh down the start-finish straight. And Anna seems to have taken the lead. Anna on the hard tyres, of course. And as we get further into this race, those tyres are looking good. As Josh making a mistake, Alex is back through. Very chaotic race all the way up and down the field. Positions changing left, right and centre. Alba trying to get past Elise. Around the outside. And it looks like she's taken it. And here's Hisham, who started from 20th position and is now up to 10th. This car has a lot of downforce. He's running the hard tyres, and it certainly seems to be working for him. Most importantly, he hasn't made any mistakes where so many other people have. Here's the race for 5th place. Angel trying to get past Kim. Just to back out of that one. Will she get a run down the start-finish straight? She's got the slipstream. She goes to the inside, and it looks like it's going to be a fairly easy pass. Angel up into 5th place. Is Kim going to come back at her though, into the first corner? She has her on the brakes, and she's done it. Great move for Kim to retake 5th place. Meanwhile, Anna has closed up on Anushka. Can she take the lead of this race? She started from 8th, already up to 2nd. Great opening few laps. Here's Angel coming back past Kim into the second chicane. Angel retaking that place. Now it's going to be Kara that's trying to get past Kim. Kim on the hard tyres, but they don't seem to be working for her as well as the other people, as she almost goes off the track there. And losing out the place to Karen, I mean. As Anna is off. She was challenging for the lead, but it seems like she's broken down with some kind of problem, as apparently Izzy is out of the race. We'll have to have a look at what happened there. As well as Omri. Have those two made contact? Anna, from 2nd place, will retire from the Italian Grand Prix. Is Mia broken down with some kind of engine problem? So she won't be scoring any points here either. This is what happened with Izzy and Omri. Izzy trying to get past Michael. Spins out, and then Omri just runs straight into Izzy, taking them both out of the race. And here's a replay of Kerrod going off, and now he's out of the race too. The track is clearly very slippery, but a lot of drivers making mistakes here, and it's quite possible, the rate things are going, that we're not going to have a full set of 10 finishers to make up the points places. So it's critical for everyone they keep it on the track. There's lots of potential for big results here today. Quite remarkably though, despite all the chaos, the top 3 are currently in the same positions they started in. And here's Angel trying to change that, closing down the leading 3. Anushka has a 5-second lead. Josh and Alex very close together in the race for second. Here is Alex. Now he gets back past Josh. It looks a few laps ago like Alex was really struggling, but he's definitely seemed to have found some confidence, trying to go down the inside. Can't make it through there. But Josh has gone off. And Josh just about keeps out the barrier, but he spins it across the track. Is everyone going to manage to get around him? Kim does. No, Amber's hit him. And they've both got damage. Josh almost completely blocking the track there, as Josh has gone hit the wall, trying to get back on the track. What happened there? Let's see a replay of that. Amber hitting straight into Josh's front wing. And then Josh... I don't know how to explain that. Perhaps his steering was broken from the impact. That seems like the only sensible interpretation of what just happened there. In any case, Josh, who would have been on to take the championship lead, is now out of the race. Here's Alp. He started last, but through a mistake-free run so far, he's up into 8th position. Currently on to score 3 points. Chasing down Alba for 7th. So Anushka continuing to lead this race. The top few places quite spread out at this point. We'll see whether Angel can start closing down that gap to Anushka. We'll also see the incredible progress, as Anushka's gone off. Anushka has gone off the track. Is she going to keep the lead? I don't think so. I think she's going to have to wait for Angel. So Angel will now be our race leader. From 13th on the grid, after 8 laps, Angel is now leading the race. And it seems like Anushka's going to lose quite a few places here. Lots of... The cars are all evenly spread out. So it looks like she has to wait a very long time to rejoin the track safely. She might even drop out of the points. She has done. Anushka will rejoin the track in 12th place, so that's a complete disaster for her. She'll struggle to maintain any kind of good result after that. There is a long way to go, and the potential for a lot of cars still to go off. Angel is now our race leader, 3 seconds ahead of Alex, 9 seconds ahead of Kim, 15 seconds ahead of Chris. Angel comes into the pits. Is she going to put on another set of the hard tyres? Or is she going to put on one of the different compounds of wet tyres? It does seem like the track isn't too wet just yet. We haven't seen any spray or standing water or anything. And Angel has made the decision to... Or Angel's team perhaps has made the decision to put on another set of the dry tyres. We'll see whether that pays off for her later on. Angel will exit the pits in 7th position. Or perhaps 8th. Side by side with Jack, but she just about holds on to it. Can she get good enough traction off the first chicane? She can. She will hold on to 7th place. In case you're new to Formula Omega, every driver must make at least 1 pit stop, and normally they would only make 1, for fuel and tyres during the race. So all of the cars ahead of Angel will have to stop. Anushka, after that mistake, has broken down. That's a big engine problem. A lot of smoke coming out of her car, and she'll want to get out of that pretty quickly. As Amber has also had an engine problem. So after a very, honestly surprising reliability at Monaco, all of the technical problems seem to be coming out here, despite the fact that this is a shorter race. And I believe we have just 11 cars still running, and we're not even at half distance. So half of the cars are out of this race. As Alex starts lap 10, yet to pit, and currently our race leader. 24 seconds ahead of Angel, who's the only one that has pitted. So here's a replay of Elise going off. She was running in 11th place, and she's gone straight into the wall. And she joins the very long list of retirements from this Italian Grand Prix. We have now just got 10 cars still running. So everyone that finishes this race will score points. Here are the 10 cars left in this race. Interesting that they're only covered by 29 seconds, despite all of the mistakes. Everyone's fairly close together. And Kim is closing the gap down to Alex. It's now down to 5 seconds. On that last lap, Kim was 6/10 quicker. Track definitely looks like it's starting to get wetter now. The lap times have dropped off. And it's going to be interesting to see whether the people that pit in the near future are going to put on a set of the intermediates or maybe even the moderate wet tyres. There's quite a lot of spray at that end of the track. And I think they're definitely going to be considering getting off these tyres pretty soon. This could be very costly for Angel, of course. He pitted for a set of dry tyres, and indeed she's nearly going off the track. Just about manages to stay on, but she's going to be regretting that decision. If she has to make another pit stop, this 7th place is her net current race position. Whereas she was in the race lead before. He's into the pits. What tyres is he going to put on? The gap to Kim was 4.5 seconds. Kim stays out. The track's still seeming fairly dry down the start-finish straight, as Alex is putting the intermediate tyres on. So it's going to be... that's a great stop from the Think Again team. 4.7 seconds. Where will he come out? Behind Angel? Got to assume so. Indeed he is. Will he be ahead of Jack? Jack goes to the inside. Alex won't know how much grip to expect those intermediates to have, but he manages to hold on to the position anyway. And now we're going to find out whether those are the tyres to be on. Alex catch up to Angel to put on a set of the dry tyres. With the way the track is looking at this end, you've got to think that Alex is on the right tyres there. Kim is now our race leader. 8 seconds, or 9 seconds nearly, ahead of Chris. Hisham running in 3rd place from his 20th place starting position. Of course, still yet to make his pit stop. But an incredible drive nonetheless. Dan is out in the frozen light, and they've lost a wheel. Here's a replay of what happened to Dan. Going down into the 3rd chicane. Do they outbrake? Someone come out into the... Alex! It's Alex spinning off, and they've got damage. So Alex, on the intermediates, loses grip, goes onto the gravel, and spins straight into the path of Dan, and wipes Dan out of the race. So that's a disaster for them. They were running into points, as everyone still left in this race is. And it's also pretty bad for Alex, who will have to come in for the pit stop. Here's the battle for 5th place. I think that's Angel going past Jocelyn. Of course, Jocelyn's still yet to stop. Alex comes into the pits. Will he put another set of those intermediates on? He does. So he still has confidence in those tyres, despite the fact that he just went off on them. 5.8 second stop, including to change that front wing. That's a great job from that team, but he drops down to 9th of those still running. 9th and last of those still running. So with that, Kim continues to lead the race. And she is if everyone has to pit for wet tyres, she's in a very good position to win it. Lots of drivers staying out late, well past half distance, which seemed to be the sensible move to me, considering the changeable conditions. But Kim is coming to the pits now. And I think she will probably put on a set of intermediates. And indeed all of the leading 4 are in. Angel stays out. She seems to be committed to this strategy of using the dry tyres now. She will, as expected, lead the race. So Kim comes out on a set of intermediates, which seems to be the tyres that everyone's putting on. Hisham as well. And Chris. Jack into the pits. Jocelyn into the pits. seems to be the crossover point. Angel is our race leader, but can she stay on the track? Can she stay in the lead on those hard tyres? That's definitely looking very wet now. I'll be surprised if she doesn't have to come in, but she does have a significant lead over Kim of 14 seconds. So if she can maintain a reasonable pace on those tyres, she's in a very good position to win this race, but it's going to be so difficult to do. Continues to lead this race. Is the gap between her and Kim coming down? It is, but only by half a second in the middle sector. But Angel decides to come into the pits anyway. She decides that these tyres are not going to work. She won't be able to get to the end of the race with the rain falling increasingly hard, and she'll have to come in for a set of the intermediate tyres. And this will leave Kim as our race leader. From starting 12th on the grid, she now has a significant lead over Chris of, I think, about 10 seconds. We'll see when Chris crosses the line. It's 8.5 seconds, and the gap is staying about constant. Angel comes out of the pits in 3rd or 4th place. It's going to be interesting where Alba is going to be. Angel goes to defend, and it seems like she's got 3rd place. Maybe we can see whether she can catch Chris for 2nd. But to me, given the fact that they're all on the same tyres now, as long as Kim can keep it on the track, she's probably out of reach. Here's Gemma, our championship leader, going into this race. And quite possibly in a position to continue leading it. With Amber out of the race, with Josh out of the race. Despite that mistake in the opening laps, as Jocelyn's out with some kind of engine problem. So we're now going to have just 8 cars left in this race. After having 18 finishes in the opening round at Monaco, I don't think anyone was expecting this. Kim crosses the line, 5 laps to go. Her lead is nearly 9 seconds. Race for 3rd. Alba trying to get past Angel. That horsepower car of Angel seems to have the speed down the straights, but Alba very late on the brakes into the first chicane. Can she get it stopped? She can, and she has 3rd place. Angel now down to 4th. Decision to pit early for the hard tyres definitely doesn't seem to have paid off for her. Here's Hisham in 5th place. Can he close down the gap to Angel? Very good race from Hisham, and perhaps particularly Chris, who started from 17th and is now in 2nd and on to take a podium finish. I don't think this is the result he was expecting today, as Angel retakes the place from Alba, nearly goes off the track, manages to still hold on to 3rd. Is Alba going to try and go back past into the Parabolica? It doesn't look like it. But we'll keep an eye on this race, because I don't think that's the last time these two are going to swap positions. They seem very evenly matched on pace as Chris comes into the pits. Apparently he has an electrical problem. That's so unfortunate for him. He was having such a good race. As Angel holds on to 2nd. Is Alba going to be able to outbrake her into the first corner again? Angel going very aggressively defensive, goes back to the outside, and this time Alba can't get back through. But these two battling each other is letting Hisham and Gemma catch up. So they're going to have to be careful, otherwise they might find themselves losing the podium places entirely. As Chris comes out of the pits, 7th and 2nd last of those still run. Chris coming into the pits. Kim now has a 16-second lead, as Alba seems to have gone off. She has. Can she get back onto the track without losing too many places? It seems so. She'll stay ahead of Alex in 5th place. Let's see how that happened. Alba just understeering onto the gravel, and at that point, there's nothing she can do to stop the car from spinning. This moves Hisham into 3rd place, as Gemma's gone off. Gemma has spun off the track. And She seems to be stuck against the wall. Alba goes through. She reverses onto the track. Is everyone gonna get around her? Seems so. That car does not seem to have a very good turning circle though. She has to go back off the track. Trying to get going again. She's managed to do it, but she's back down to 8th and last of those running. So Kim still has a very comfortable lead, and it does seem like if nothing goes wrong, she's definitely in control of this race. It's so easy to make a mistake on your own in these conditions, especially if you get complacent when you've got such a big lead. It's very easy to lose concentration and go off the track. But it seems like Kim is doing a good job at avoiding that. Alex, after that spin and collision with Dan, managing to get back up into 5th place. So he seems to be salvaging something of a decent result here. Of course, you've got to think that he would have been leading the race if it wasn't for that incident. He was ahead of Kim at the time, or at least in terms of net position. It was a very costly mistake from Alex. He'll be regretting that one later. Kim crosses the line to start the final lap of the race. Is she on her way to her first Formula Omega win? 2nd place, currently, is Angel, with a 5-second lead over Hisham. It does seem like, unless any of these drivers make a mistake, they're all going to hold on to their positions. The only driver that's quite rapidly catching another is Chris, who's closing up with those fresh tyres after that technical problem to Alex. That gap's now down to 2 seconds. And we'll keep an eye on that to see if he can make that overtake before the end of the race. Kim coming into the last corner, keeping it just about on the track. A mistake-free race for Kim sees her becoming the 2nd Formula Omega race winner. Angel looks like she's going to take 2nd place ahead of Hisham. An incredible drive to get on the podium from 20th on the grid. Alba in 4th. Alex down to 5th after that spin. 6th is Chris. The gap is down to 1.2 seconds, but I don't think he's going to have quite enough time to try and have a go at making that overtake. 7th is Jack, and 8th is and last of those running is the driver that won the Monaco Grand Prix, Gemma. But I think she will retain the championship lead, as all of her closest rivals are out of the race. This was the Italian Formula Omega Grand Prix. Thank you all for watching. Goodbye.